So how does a trader develop their own style?
Yeah, the number one thing developing your own style is time in the market. So the time that you have sitting in the chair and trading is really going to teach you who you are, what you're comfortable with. You could be influenced by so many other traders that are successful or posing to be successful, but they're doing things that you're not comfortable with. It's not something that I'm going to do. So you want to swing overnight weeklies, big position and show people you hit six-figure, seven-figure trade. Well, I'm not comfortable to do that, overnight unless it absolutely was in my wheelhouse. It was my setup, and I believe this is going to work out, but my risk is still going to be manageable. Over time, you're going to find out the kind of trader you are. You're going to deal with all the emotional struggles, your hope, fear, greed, regret. Those experiences in any trades that you put on are going to make you realize this is the kind of trade I like to take. I will take this one. Mr. or Mrs. over here, who's a really good trader, is liking this type of trade and it's worked for them. You know what? It's not my style. It doesn't work for me. They might get paid, but I'm going to sit here. I'm going to be uncomfortable. And if I'm uncomfortable in the trade, I'm likely going to react irrationally. I'm not going to react the way I should and let it develop. Over time, I developed my system. It's really using the 8 exponential moving average. It's really using Fibonacci's and understanding a couple of trades that really work out, whether it's a volume climax, whether it's pattern breaks, using triangles, using head and shoulders, using bull flags, and then understanding the Fibonacci zones, which is something that I highly use and I highly recommend understanding Fibonacci zones. So, over time, you're going to elevate your knowledge base even more. I used to just look at support and resistance, and then I incorporated the Fibonacci levels, and then incorporated understanding what's the difference between a support and resistance versus supply zone and a demand zone where the buyers are going to line up and the sellers are going to line up. So over time, you're going to find out who you are and what works for you. And once you have it, once you work for it, you never argue with your system. Stick with your system because you've back tested it. You've gone through it. You've learned through that system. Most traders, they have these problems because they're kind of just like, oh, let me go trade this way. Let me trade the Bollinger Band theory, or let me go trade penny stocks now, or okay, no, I got to learn how to do Elliott wave, or no, I got to use the Y crosses. And they're always all over the place and they don't have anything solid because they don't have enough experience just using one and testing one system out. As soon as any system becomes a little bit difficult because the market conditions change, everybody looks to try and change their system or change who they are, not recognizing that it's the market environment. You just have to adapt to this new market environment. You might not be able to get big trades in this market environment. If you're a bull and it's bear market, well, guess what? Your windows of opportunity have shrunk. They're still bull trades, but they're much smaller. So what does that mean? Less trades, less size, less swing positions, capitalize when you see those opportunities there. So, to answer the question, it's you gotta have time in the chair. You gotta go through these experiences, learn who you are as a trader. What are you comfortable with? And really own it and accept it.